And the argument is why is Josh Allen up for MVP and not Jalen Hurts? Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. Because, like, it's really like dead, and I'm a diehard. I am. I bleed Eagles green all day.
Uh-huh.
But you're not going to sit here and tell me that Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen are the same because they're
No,
not.
they're not.
They're not.
Well, you said MVP season, right? You're saying this
I'm
season.
just saying in general.
Oh, in
In
general,
general,
no.
in
Uh,
general, MVP, whatever you want to call it, they are not the same, bro. Like they just aren't. Like he's just a more talented quarterback. And that's not taking anything away from Hurts.
no.
Like it's not when I say that. I'm not saying Hurts is bad. I'm just saying Allen is better. And these are the stats from this year.
Uh-huh.
And the argument is why is Josh Allen up for MVP and not Jalen Hurts?
Because
'Cause
Josh Allen is doing that with Khalil
nobody.
Sh- Khalil Shakur as his number one receiver.
Correct.
That's why he doesn't have AJ Brown. He doesn't have Devontae Smith. He doesn't have the best back in the league right now, Saquon Barkley. He doesn't have the leading defense back there to helping him out too. Like you got to think about the start. Now, listen, as he turned the page this season, absolutely, he was leading the league in turnovers. Just week go through week 4, week 5 of the season, he's turned that all the way around. We started getting to some a little bit more of the RPO game, which I suggested weeks back, like we had on the conversation. You start seeing the success in that, so you're starting to see the better of Jalen Hurts. But
Mhm.
Josh Allen has been doing this on a team that he had no receivers. He lost his number one receiver to Houston and came in with nobody. He brought in a rookie in Keon Coleman, who has played well, and then you helped him out later on in the season with Amari Cooper, right? But it's really been a Khalil Shakur show and Josh Allen show. So the MVP with me would be Josh Allen as long as he keeps it going,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that part. The MVP to me is Saquon. If Saquon breaks Eric Dickerson's all-time rushing record, then it's Saquon.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. See how hard see how crazy that is. Like for Saquon to get the MVP, he has to do something like that.
Yeah,
Josh Allen just
he's
has to
got to do
continue to
yeah.
minimize his turnovers and keep leading his team to victories.
Yeah, I mean it's a quarterback league. And
It
that's
is a
just what it
quarterback
is.
award,
It's a
yeah.
quarterback league. So running backs do get the uh the bad end of the stick. But Saquon's having a special year.
Right.
And it's looking on the way he's going that he will get to 2,000 yards and has a chance to either tie or get close or even break the record. But if we're just looking at Allen versus Hurts, I think you hit the nail on the head and you said it perfectly. Allen doesn't like they weren't even supposed to be good this year, but they weren't even
Nope.
supposed to win their division.
Nope.
It was all Jets,
Yep.
Jets.
Yep.
It like they weren't even supposed to be good, and he's 10-2
Yep.
with
Cook was
what's his name?
was
Hollins?
with the
Was it Mike Hollins? Matt Hollins?
Matt Collins, Khalil Shakur. You added Cooper, which was important, and you had
I
James
mean,
Cook.
James Cook is good, but he
James
ain't
Cook is
Saquon.
he's not. He's not.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and this is what I was talking about. They were talking about like you got an All Pro this, and I was like, first of all, Cooper ain't been an All Pro since Cleveland, so that's where your first mistake was. But okay, I give it to you, bro. We got an All Pro wide receiver one and a Hall of Fame talent at wide receiver in AJ Brown. We got Smitty, who's a Pro Bowler. We have a right tackle who's a Hall of Famer. We have possibly a left tackle and a left guard who might go All Pro this year. We have a Pro Bowler at center more than likely, and then we have an All Pro running back and a Hall of Fame generational talent at running back. Not even that, we have a Hall of Fame offensive line coach, and we didn't even get to the defense yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's not
And it's
even
not taken away
close.
from Jalen. Yeah, it's not taken away from
And I'm
Jalen.
not
Is
taking anything
yeah,
away from Jalen. And I've never been a Jalen Hurts guy. Like I like yo, bro, I lost like 100 followers from like from Twitter because of like my honesty about my Philadelphia Eagles and what I see. And I'm not going to just fanboy of them. I understand we're all over the moon that they're 10-2 and that this is a real chance to get back to Broad Street. There's no doubt about that. But I'm going to still keep it 100. I'm still going
yeah,
to keep it real because that's the type of fan I am. I'm not a casual fan. I'm not going to follow the bandwagon like everybody else. Like I asked people today, this year, tell me a Jalen Hurts game. Like a game like that was Jalen, like, yo, like, you know what I mean? You can say a couple AJ, like maybe two AJ Brown games,
yeah,
because that's all we had. You definitely can say Saquon, right? You know what I mean? Even I think Goddard might have had a one nice game there. But when you look back at, I think Hurts had one game where he had like what, 4 touchdowns? Because he had
yeah.
like
I
two
think
or three
the
rushing
Cowboys
touchdowns.
game was a big one for him.
You know what I mean?
The Bengals game was a big one for Jalen. Right?
The Bengals game.
He did really well in the Bengals game. I can look back at his stats now.
Yeah, but I mean, he had, yeah, I'm looking at it now, 236
Yeah,
yards, one
three
touchdown.
rushing touchdowns. He
Yeah,
had
that
three
was the game where
four
he had
total.
3 rushing touchdowns. That
Right.
was it. You know what I mean? It was the
But I
Bengals.
mean, but either way, there's something with Jalen. Jalen is a winner. He's just a
Yes,
winner,
he's a
right?
winner.
Like he's a
That's
winner.
what he does well. He wins.
He's a winner. He's a
He's a winner.
winner.
Yeah,
To me,
exactly what
he's a
I said.
top 10 quarterback because he knows how to win football games. We are this year a second half football team, and we have now learned how to close football games.
Yes.
Somehow, some way, we've been closing football games all season, really. Besides the Tampa game where we had no chance, and even at that point, we kind of made a little bit of run in the second half. So
Yeah, I agree with that. He's definitely a winner. And in most big time moments, he does show up.
he shows up.
He definitely shows up when the lights gets brighter. He's not fearful of the moment,
Mhm.
and he typically does well in the moment.
Let me add to this though, Nate. You know what's crazy?
Yeah, yeah.
As we're saying this about Jalen, he's the lights get brighter. He shows up. He's a winner. I can't tell you a Jalen Hurts final drive to take us to win a game.
Buffalo last year,
Buffalo.
the overtime when he ran it in.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That was the one that sticks out because I remember one. I was at that game, and that's why I had a new appreciation for Josh Allen because I saw
Mhm.
him live, and I'm like, yo, this boy's bad. Six
Yeah.
five,
Six
two
five. Yeah.
fifty. He's a bad boy.
These guys in person are much different when you
Yeah,
think.
like him Allen in person is a different game. You know what I mean? Like, and like people forget, and I told people this on Twitter. I'm like, people were saying how Jalen won that game. I'm like, watch that game and you'll see who the star is. You know what I mean? Because he took some. I remember he had like a 25 or a 20-yard run, and he took some big hits,
Uh-huh.
and he got up and shook that shit off and shrugged it, like, motherfucker, I'm here. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? Almost, you know what I mean? Like he was, like he's a special talent. But that's the game that I think of. And then I think he had like maybe the year or two before, he had a really good, I think he had a really good game in New Orleans because we typically don't win in New Orleans. And he, you know what I mean? I think it was like even Dougie's year.
Well, it
Like,
was one. It was one game that I remember last year. We were losing. No, there was a Super Bowl year. Super Bowl year. I remember that game. It was Arizona game.
was it here
I
in
think it
Arizona?
was in Arizona, and
Yeah.
I think the week before that it was Indianapolis, where he did have like a last minute drive to get us to win in the Indianapolis game at Indianapolis. I do remember that.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, he has a few. He has a few. Now
he has
I
a
just couldn't
few.
think of.
It's hard to say if he's clutch because, like you said, we got to search for him. But like I
Yeah,
said, like I don't I don't remember him having like a Donovan or even a Wentz, like a bad game in a big moment.
because I asked that because I'm thinking like Patrick Mahomes is like we can't get we can't let's say we can't get you Mahomes the ball with 15 seconds on the clock. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like I can't think how I feel Like if we had 45 seconds to get a score, and we're got to get the ball. Do I feel confident Jalen's going to take us
I
up that
do.
field to get it done?
I
And
feel
that's where I was like, I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel confident that he will make a play.
Hmm.
You know
But
what I
we're not
mean?
talking about a play. We're talking about he's going to score.
I feel confident that he's going to be able to make a play. And the only reason why I say that is because you could. I mean, it's not even an argument. He outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. If you want to, you know what I mean. Now the argument is that the biggest play of the game, or the most crucial play in the game, was the fumble. You know what I mean, and that's on him because it hit him in the
Hmm.
hands. That is on him, so he has to take that. But outside of that, and it's tough to say outside of that because that play lost you the game. Multiple plays losing the game, but that was the one that kind of stands out. You can't do that in the Super Bowl. Like what he had, like 5 total touchdowns, almost 400 yards total.
Yeah, he balled. He
Remember,
balled.
remember that in that last drive, we needed to score that 2 point conversion,
Hmm.
I think, and he ran the 2 point conversion in. It looked like he was stopped, but he kept
Yeah, but that was
trucking
still
along.
deep. That was still a lot of time in the fourth quarter. But I'm thinking back when we had the game against Minnesota right this year, or the Falcons. I'm sorry, the Falcons game, and we got the ball back. I wasn't really confident that we was going to score.
But he took us down there, and Saquon just dropped it. I mean, what you gonna do?
No, 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 no. We got the ball back, and he threw the interception
Okay,
in the Falcons game because they went down and scored,
right.
and then
But
we
then
had
we
the
get the
ball
ball
back.
back again, and
We
then
got the ball back with 30 something seconds left, and he threw a pick to end the game.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
it's like those moments that I remember. But I'm thinking if it was Patrick Mahomes or maybe Josh Allen, I'm confident that we're going to score here.
Because I thought the Saquon drop was on fourth down, though, right?
That was
For the
before that we were already ahead.
we were already
That
here.
would have
That was
that would
going
have
to close the
sealed the
game.
game, closed the game.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
going to close the game. Yeah,
but
yeah,
we
yeah.
end up turning the ball over, and then they end up going down and scoring.
Because that was on fourth down. That play was on fourth. That was a
Correct.
fourth down play. If I'm
Yes, it
not
was a fourth down play.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He gets the first down. The game's over. We nail it out. It was like a minute and something seconds left. Maybe a
Okay.
minute and 30 seconds left. They went right down and scored. We get the ball back with like 40 something seconds left, and then we threw a pick to end the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's interesting.
It is. It was. It was. It was. It got a lot of comments and people going back and forth, and I just like I started killing everybody's narrative, and I just like, man, I'm done with y'all. Like I can't deal with y'all.